Decolonization 101. Decolonization 101. I think I've talked about this thing in all my platform. I think that was early last year, but most people didn't get it. I want to bring it back again. Just look at what is written there. Burkina Faso bans British legal wigs. Replace it with traditional attire. That is somebody that wants to be free from mental slavery. You know, anytime I see all these African lawyers and judges, they keep on wearing wigs. They keep on wearing all these legal British wigs. I don't know how that thing makes them feel. Law is people. Law is the culture of people. This British thing, this wig, British wig you are wearing right now, is their culture. Started in maybe 1670 something. Go and read about it. It is their culture. That's how they judge their matter. But here, we wear it, we think it's a normal thing. When I say that, it's not about individual. One thing I love Ibrahim Traore, the leader of Burkina Faso, is that it's not just because he's a military leader. It's not just because he's a military leader. It is because he has this mindset to think out of the box. It's about the individual. You understand? Not that I'm supporting military governments. It's just that the individual, you can see that he is deconstructing the mind. He is decolonizing the people to think where they are not thinking. As he removed this thing like this, in 50 years, they will own their law. They will own their judgment. You know, how will you feel if a British man looks at you and see that you are wearing his cultural wigs, which they use in their courts? He will see you as somebody that is being defeated for life. I'm not joking. That's how they see you. They will see you as that are superior for life. I keep on saying it, but we don't. I said it that in Africa here, what we do is not what we study in school. It's not education. What we are doing here is westernization. We are copying lifestyle of the West. We are copying their way of life. We imagine if you enter nursery school in Africa, in Nigeria here, in Enugu State here, you will see schools that are using British curriculum to teach students in Nigeria. British curriculum to teach students in Nigeria. How are we going to solve our problems if we don't use our own Nigerian curriculum? Education is about identifying a problem in the society, then using your critical thinking to solve it. Research about it. That's education. Education is about solving problems. But here in Africa, we do the opposite. That's why all of us are graduates finding what to do. How can you go into school, spend years, and you come out and still find something to do? That means you didn't even study anything. You didn't. I keep on saying it. Last year I said the same thing. Most people say, what we will do now, what we will do now. Look at China. China is the most mathematician in the world. China solves problem even as late. This thing, look at your room now. See, if you don't see any Chinese products, these people that are solving this problem, they are in their house. So that's because education is their root. They understand what education means. They solve problems. They decolonize themselves. And remember that China was colonized by the British. That's the thing that amazed me most. China was colonized by the Britain. But they have overtaken. Even their education is done in their language. So their great-grandpa understand everything about science and technology. But here, it's only the education ends between me and you, the young ones. Our old parents, so many of them don't know because it's not even in our own language. So you see the mistakes, but we can start changing these things. We can change it by start deconstructing our education. Yes, when we start deconstructing our educational system, you see that Africa will stand a chance of becoming something great in the future. Everybody's looking at, okay, let Africa, that someday Africa is going to be greater than the West. It can't unless we change our thinking. It can't. Unless we appreciate our own, we start using our own. By now, Nigeria is supposed to have their own attire in law courts. They're supposed to have their own, if they want to do wigs, do it. Do it your culture, do it your own way. Identify, represent every ethnic group. Put it. Don't allow a British man to be looking at you wearing wig, Didi. How can you even if you bring a British a lawyer and a Nigerian lawyer, first of all, you are wearing his cultural wear and you want to defend, how he will have more confidence that he's the one that colonized you. I'm confident I'm going to win this case. But when you have your own, you feel confident that you are backed by your ancestors, that you are backed by your own originality, that you are backed by your own uniqueness. Ibrahim Traore, that man, we should just protect him. The guy always gives me joy. That's why I always talk about him. Most times I don't even earn anything from his videos, but I do it. I keep on doing it. If I post something about this, it doesn't go viral. But if I post where all these people they shake gash, all Nigerians they talk, I talk about relationship. That's when it goes viral. But this kind of post, people doesn't share it. I don't know why. We need to start decolonizing ourselves. We need to start decolonizing our mindset. Somebody said that the only difference that makes human being different from animals is the ability to think, is the ability to use your brain to do something great, is the ability to identify your problem and solve it. We can never make our life better if we don't think. And if you check in the last, during 17, have you gone to Leja and Suka? You see that these people started melting iron even before the white man came. Before the white man even smell Africa, even I think before white man start producing iron, they have started doing it. Our ancestors have started making irons melting site. Go and research. I went to go to Enugu State Museum. I've been there 2 times. As I went there, as I was reading the history, all my body they shake. I see what our fathers did. These people were great. If you see the way they constructed, if you see the kind of product they were making, you see that they are great mathematicians then. If you see the product, I dare you, we can't do such now. With the education and with the westernization that we went to school to do. We can't, because we are already confused. Before you speak English up to 50 years, how can you even learn anything? You go learn English almost 50 years before you go start learning about industrial distance. We need to start now so that even if we can't enjoy Africa right now, let our children enjoy it. And it will only start from our brain. It's here. Everything in the world is from here. Look at your room. Look at the cars. Look at the aeroplanes. Look at everything that is existing today. It's made from here. Brain. But many of us think that God will just bring everything. Boom. That God will beam. Why God? You that pray to God, why don't God show it to you so that He bring it beam? We need to start using our brain. Right? So this is like, I'm so grateful for Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso always gives me joy, and that's why I keep talking about it. I would love to know what you think in the comment section, and if you do like this video, give us a thumbs up. See you in the next video. Stay blessed.